Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Baba Imai, Minister of Happy Science. The subject of this week is Misconception of Happiness Making Us Unhappy. Since ancient time, people have been seeking for happiness for a long time. However, not so many people seem to be so happy even in modern days. Why is that? In my case, when I was thinking about this, I came to conclusion that misconception of happiness makes us unhappy. When I was younger, I had thought that happiness was something to be bestowed by others. I was happy if I received the praise and admiration from others, which I felt I deserved. However, the more I tried to obtain happiness, the more feeling of unhappiness I had to experience. When I encountered with happy science, I had to change my conception 180 degrees, completely opposite. Happiness starts from giving, not receiving. Another misconception is that we cannot find happiness outside of ourselves, but inside of our mind. One of the objectives of happy science is the scientific research of happiness. But what does this actually mean? It means studying and exploring the mind that invites happiness. In seeking to better understanding the origins of happiness, the mind becomes the subjective of our research based on the assumption that each individual has a mind governed by certain universal laws. How is it possible that we can all live under the same laws governing our minds when each and every one of us is a unique individual with different backgrounds, personalities, and talents? The reason is that God exists. Because God exists, the mind of all people living apparently independently on earth are subject to the same set of laws that respond to the reality and existence of God. Please imagine that human mind is like a magnet and that it can attract iron sand through its magnetic force. If the mind is in harmony with happiness, it will attract iron sands of happiness. And the result will be many positive events. Moreover, I came to discover that just a magnet attracts iron sand, so happiness is automatically drawn toward those who wish for the happiness of others. Therefore, happiness starts from inside of our minds, especially serenity within. In this seminar, we will study Master Oka's lecture on serenity within and practice four-stage meditation, which give us great joy and happiness within us. Now Master Oka will talk about serenity within, which will give you a bliss of happiness in your life. Please watch this.
If you wish to be happy, you must maintain a calm state of mind, like a smooth, polished mirror, or like the calm surface of a lake. A mirror can reflect perfect images of the world only as long as its surface is smooth and clean. What happens if there is a single crack in it? Of course, the images are not beautiful, much less if the mirror is dirty. There is a mirror, the mirror-like surface of a lake within us. The habit of daily reflection is the equivalent of polishing this mirror every day. And it is important to keep the surface of the lake within unruffled and clear, so that it can reflect the moon. We must keep the surface of the lake within us smooth, so as to reflect the world, others, and above all ourselves correctly. One basic way to accomplish this is to make a habit of setting aside some time each day to be quiet, so that we can face ourselves in silence. Happiness blossoms with this kind of regularity. But looking back on my own experience, the occasions when I experienced an intense sense of happiness, these were taking walks at dusk and watching the changing seasons. One such occasion was an autumn sunset. Another was in January, when I was struck by the beauty of some marvelous red plum blossom in the snow. In each instance, the sense of happiness was inexplicable and of inestimable value. This kind of feeling can be described as a small ecstasy or a peak experience. Indeed, it's quite close to the enlightenment Zen Buddhism seeks. It is an amazing fact that those who have had this kind of ecstatic experience often decide to live for others. History provides us with many examples of those who had blissful moments and then the desire to live for the sake of others. In these moments, people are filled with the supreme bliss of feeling at one with the universe and feeling loved by a great being, provoking a desire to share that happiness with as many people as possible. What I am asking of you is nothing special. Just keep your mind as smooth and still as the surface of a tranquil lake. I want you to know that this will bring you joy. No one has the right to make others miserable. In other words, we do not need to be made miserable by what others do. We can choose our own happiness. Our resoluteness to keep the surface of the lake within shining and mirror-like will gradually and quite naturally change our attitudes towards others. If we are easily upset, we can never maintain a crystalline surface. The wisdom of not getting angry is meaningful not only from a moral point of view. Anger causes ripples, which make you uncomfortable and hinder your own happiness. If you feel you have been unfairly treated, you probably get furious and want to correct the situation, feeling you deserve more. However, in doing so, you lose the most valuable treasure of all. If you are driven by anger, hold your ground and take a fresh look at the lake within. The moment you fly into a rage, you're standing on the edge of a precipice, risking a fall into an abyss from the mountain you've spent so long climbing. If you aspire to refine yourself and seek true happiness, you should never surrender to brute anger. There are two types of responsibility: direct and indirect. If someone criticizes you for causing a particular situation, you cannot run away. You must face up squarely to your direct responsibility. On the other hand, there are many cases in which you must take indirect responsibility as a result of carelessness, a lack of effort, or, in a broader sense, your lack of strength of character or integrity. If you have failed to spend enough time considering the happiness of others, you often have to pay the debt. If you see someone has thrown a stone into your lake, make an effort to stop. Stop the ripples spreading and stay calm. Respond to angry words with calmness. You may sometimes need to respond of words of hatred with silence.
How was Master Oka's lecture? Now you realize that the serenity within is the starting point of happiness. However, it is easy to say, but difficult to put into practice. Therefore, from now, we'll practice 4-stage meditation. This meditation will realize that you are going to become and feel the serenity within. This meditation is consisting of 4 parts of meditation. The first meditation is meditation of flowing stream. You are going to become a clear water going down the stream. You just visualize it. This means you are going to cleanse your mind, just like a pure water, clear water. Second meditation is meditation of wind and clouds. You are going to visualize that you are going to become wind and clouds, fly up to the sky. and drifting up in the sky as a cloud. That represents that you are going to become free of mind, open mind. You're free from everything. Third meditation is meditation of full moon. You are going to visualize that you are going to become a full moon. The perfect circle, golden light full moon. It's a perfection of your love. Your state of mind is harmonized with love. So now you're ready to communicate with the subconscious mind. Fourth meditation is meditation to communicate with the guardian spirit. Your subconscious mind includes guardian spirit. So please communicate with the guardian spirit. This is moment of bliss. Now please follow the guidance of Master Oka. We are going to practice 4-stage meditation.
Please calm your mind and straighten your back. Relax your shoulders and harmonize your breathing. Gently close your eyes. We will now begin the meditation of the flowing stream. Place your hands on your lap with your palms facing upward. Now calm your breathing and let yourself flow like the water of a clear stream. We will now enter the second meditation. This is the meditation of the wind and cloud. Remove yourself from this world and fly up to the distant world. Become the clouds high above, looking down at the world below. Leave your hands as before and receive light from heaven. Become the wind and fly upwards. Now, become the clouds drifting across the sky. We will now enter the third meditation. This is the full moon meditation. There are several versions. The first is to visualize the full moon. The second is to contemplate on the full moon reflecting on a lake. The third is to enter the full moon and become the moon itself. We will be practicing the third version. Please visualize the full moon and become the moon itself. The true essence of a child of God shines brightly like a full moon. Gently bring your hands together in prayer. Perhaps you have attained serenity in this third meditation. In the fourth meditation, you will feel further happiness. Firstly, you will converse with your guardian spirit. If you calm your mind and open your heart, you will begin to receive guidance from your guardian spirit, who has been watching over you since you were born.
Now,
the last part of the fourth meditation. Receive heavenly light from the guiding spirits of happy science. Light will shine abundantly into your hearts. Please feel the happiness and the warmth while receiving this light.